Are you behind financially? A lot of people quietly wonder that. They look at friends buying homes, maxing out their retirement accounts, paying for private school, taking big vacations, and they think to themselves, I should be further along. Let me say this clearly, you are not behind. You might just need the right focus for the stage you're in. Money isn't a race, it's a sequence. Certain moves matter more in certain decades. If you get the order mostly right, things tend to fall into place. If you get off track, you adjust. That's it. So let's walk through the roadmap decade by decade. Your 20s are not about being rich. They're about building flexibility. First, build your credit. Pay bills on time. Keep credit card balances low. Don't open accounts just to open them. A strong credit score lowers the cost of almost everything later, like car loans, mortgages, and even insurance. Second, manage debt carefully. If you have student loans, make a plan. If you have credit card debt, make eliminating that a priority. High interest debt quietly steals your future options. Third, start investing, even if it's small. This is where time is your advantage. A modest amount invested consistently in your 20s can matter more than large amounts invested later. If your employer offers a retirement match, take it. That's free money. And finally, build an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses. It's not exciting, but it's powerful. In your 20s, you're not trying to optimize everything. You're trying to avoid expensive mistakes and let time work for you. Your 30s tend to get busy. Careers grow, families start, expenses rise. Now the focus shifts. First, increase retirement contributions. As income rises, savings should too. If you're still contributing the same percentage you did at 25, it's time to revisit that. Second, think carefully about housing. Buying a home can be a smart move, but only if it fits your lifestyle and your cash flow. Don't stretch so far that you're house rich and cash poor. Third, insurance becomes more important. If someone depends on your income, you likely need term life insurance. You also need disability coverage. Your income is your biggest asset in your 30s. Protect it. And if you have children, college funding enters the picture. But here's the rule. Retirement first, college second. There are loans for school. There are no loans for retirement. Your 30s are about balancing growth with protection. Your 40s are a reality check decade. Retirement is no longer abstract, it's measurable. Now you want clarity. How much have you saved? What does your retirement actually cost? Are you on track, or do you need to increase contributions? This is also a prime decade to eliminate lingering debt. If you still have high interest debt, clean it up. If your mortgage is manageable, great, but consumer debt should be gone. Investment strategy matters more now too. You don't need to swing for the fences. You need a diversified, disciplined approach that matches your real risk tolerance. And this is often peak earning years, which means peak tax planning opportunities. Be intentional. Your 40s are about tightening the plan and reducing guesswork. Your 50s are about positioning. Retirement is within sight. That changes decisions. First, maximize retirement contributions. Use catch-up contributions if available. These years matter. Second, review your investment allocation. You don't necessarily need to become ultra-conservative, but you do need to make sure a market downturn won't derail your retirement date. Third, revisit insurance and estate planning. Do you have an updated will? Updated beneficiaries? A healthcare directive? These aren't pleasant topics, but they matter. And if you're helping aging parents or supporting adult children, you must protect your own retirement first. Generosity is admirable, but financial stability is essential. In your 50s, the focus shifts from accumulation to readiness. Now let's come back to that first question. Are you behind? Maybe you didn't invest in your 20s. Maybe your 30s were financially chaotic. Maybe your 40s came with setbacks. That's life. The key is not regret, it's clarity. What matters now? What gives you the most leverage from this point forward? The mistake I see most often isn't starting late, It's freezing because of shame. Progress compounds at any age. Here's what I want you to take away. In your 20s, build a foundation. In your 30s, balance growth and protection. In your 40s, get serious and tighten the plan. In your 50s, protect and prepare. Money isn't about perfection, it's about direction. If you make thoughtful adjustments each decade, you don't need dramatic moves. You need steady ones. And if you're off track, you don't panic. You prioritize. Your financial life doesn't need to look like anyone else's. It needs to support the life you actually want. If this helps you think more clearly about where you stand, subscribe. I share practical financial guidance with no guilt, no hype, and no shortcuts. Because building wealth isn't about being ahead of everyone else. It's about knowing where your next step is and taking it.